Today on the PageantCast, we have Melanie Cholka. She's Ms. Royalty International Classic 2014. Today on the PageantCast.
Welcome to the PageantCast, your home for beauty pageant news and interviews on the internet.
US Universal 2013, and you're watching the PageantCast, the internet's first podcast about beauty pageants. Here's your host, Tim Kretschmann.
Welcome to the PageantCast. Here in the studio with us today we have Melanie Cholka. She is Ms. Royalty International Classic 2014. How are you doing?
Great, thanks, Tim.
I'm so glad. I was worried I was never going to get that title. I was like, okay, 50 takes coming up here. Well, thanks for coming out here today.
Thank you, Tim.
So, for folks that haven't seen you past times you've been here on the show, you've been involved in pageants for quite a while here in Wisconsin.
I have.
Why don't you tell folks about some of your antecedents, some of the past pageants you've
Some
been
of the past pageants. Well, I was Mrs. Wisconsin International in 2010, and I was Mrs. Wisconsin Galaxy in 2008, and now I am Ms. Royalty International Classic 2014.
Yeah, don't look for me for help on that one. Okay, that's fantastic. Now tell us a little bit about Royalty. Is it Royalty International?
Royalty
What's the short
International.
version? Okay, Royalty International.
It is an international pageant that is held here in Wisconsin. So it was very exciting for me to have a national pageant right here in my home state.
Right in Milwaukee, which is the area where we both live in and is the most awesome state in the entire United States. Just so you know, some of you are wondering. By the way. Now you know. And we have a great football team that'll smash yours to nothing. Fantastic. Tell us a little bit about the competition in itself. What are the phases of competition?
There are the typical phases, the fashion wear, the evening gown, interview.
Now, interview, we always got to stop there. Interview. Is it one-on-one, group, panel style? What are we talking?
It is group, and it is very short, as most pageants are, but very succinct.
Okay. On stage, are they doing you a question there too?
They are in private.
Okay, so everything in private, fashion wear and evening gown?
Fashion wear and evening gown are on stage, correct.
Okay. Are they weighted? Are they worth the same amount?
They are one-third, one-third, one-third.
Okay, well that makes it easy. So tell me, what was your goal this year with the title? What were you looking to do?
Well, as every pageant girl will tell you, their goal is always to be able to promote their passions, their pageants, their platform, and the positive image of women. So that was really my goal, is to get all of them covered.
That's a whole lot of peas.
It is, yes it is, but that really is it. That's really what my goal was, is to be able to do that in as many ways as I possibly can. And I'm only a couple months into the title so far, so I'm working on all of this.
Now tell us a little bit about your passion, or what you're out to promote, or pickles and purple and pandas.
You know, just like products, people, and process, like my favorite TV show, The Prophet, always says, these are my 3 Ps.
Okay.
But it has always been to be able to promote the positive image of women by making sure that they have self-esteem. You know, that Tim and I have had a talk about that before, but for young women it's so very important, and pageants can really come into play to help them with that.
One of the things I always like to ask, are there any websites, any pageant publications that you check out on a regular basis?
Pageant websites beside following along on the PageantCast? Is there any more to do than that?
Really, there isn't. Okay, but in case. Anything else that you look at? Or?
No, there isn't. There are a few coaches out there that I like to follow along with them, because they really do promote that positive image of women. So I really like to follow along.
And how did you find out about Royalty International?
Well, because it is Wisconsin-based, and it is very well known in this area. So as you get into the pageant world, you find that you get really close relationships, and those relationships build, and that's how you find out about a lot of different things that are going on.
Fantastic. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be back, and we're going to see Melanie's show and tell. And a new segment, never before done. Melanie's going to be our guinea pig. Ha-ha! Coming up in just a moment on the PageantCast. This is Tim Kretschmann of the PageantCast, and we're so pleased that we've been invited back to the 2015 Illinois Galaxy Pageant, where I'll be the MC. It's coming May 31st, 2015 at the Hilton Oak Lawn, so come on out, May 31st, to the 2015 Illinois Galaxy Pageant.
Hi guys, this is Hannah.
And Sylvia.
And we are here doing the PageantCast at the Miss Galaxy Pageant.
And we're super duper excited. We just met and we already made friends.
Yeah, we're like best friends already.
So this is a super fun system. This is actually my third year doing it. And I must say the girls are always fabulous. The system is so much fun. And I'm just really excited to see what Christine has done with it this year.
So come check us out next year. Thank you.
Bye.
We're back with the PageantCast. I'm here with Melanie Cholka. She's Ms. Royalty International Classic 2014.
That's it.
Hey, all right. Twice in a row.
Yahoo!
Twice. Woohoo. All right, fantastic. Well, it's that time in the show when we do Show and Tell.
Show and tell.
That's right, just like when you were in grade school. So tell me a little bit about your show and tell item. They appear to be books.
They do.
I've seen these before. I heard about them. I was watching a movie and somebody was opening them up. That's how I know what they are.
They are books. That's
Okay.
correct. This is the book that most pageant gals seem to know about. It's called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne.
Okay.
And
That was an Oprah thing
Oprah,
too, right? Yeah.
Really thought this was a fabulous book. And what it does is helps you get in the right mind frame for the things that you want to garner in your life.
Okay.
But that's not my book.
Okay.
This is my book, The Secret Things of God. It's different because it gives you the real backstory of the secret of
Okay.
what's really going on in the universe. This is the book that I read whenever I need to get inspiration.
It appears that there are many bookmarks in it as well.
I read this book over and over and over again, so this is a book I highly recommend. That's why I brought it for show and tell.
Fantastic. And you said you had another item as well,
I
right?
did!
Okay, so show and tell part 2!
Show and tell part 2.
Here we go, all right.
What is my hobby?
I had no idea. Tell me.
We live in Wisconsin.
Oh,
we
okay.
need homemade warm wool
Look
mittens.
at that.
So I take sweaters and I
you repurpose them.
I do. I repurpose them. I go to stores where they sell old sweaters
Mm-hmm.
and I buy them and I turn them into very well lined
Look at
pink
these.
mittens.
Yeah.
So
No?
that's my hobby. That's my other
That's
show
not how
and
you
tell.
do. Yeah, this is for her.
Okay. To keep you warm during those cold.
Well, and
Wisconsin
last
winters.
year we needed it because
we
we
did.
had all those days that were minus 11
Perfect.
degrees. Yeah. So, and for those of you in Florida, that's what they look like. They're called mittens, and you want mittens instead of gloves if you come up here.
Yes.
People always, gloves look so nice and elegant. Yes, and they're cold. They're really, really cold.
This
You
is
want
what
mittens.
You need.
Yes.
And they are wool and fully lined. I do good work.
Absolutely. Well, fantastic. Now we're going to try out this new segment.
I'm excited.
Yeah, here it comes. This is called the Fantastic 5 Favorites.
5 favorites. Okay.
3 F words and good F words.
Good ones.
Yeah, unusual. So, and the first one I think I'm going to know.
Okay.
What is your favorite book?
Well, could it possibly be The Secret Things of God? It actually, that's my favorite pageant book, but my favorite book is The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. Speaking of
Really?
5, it is, yes.
Wow.
By Mitch Albom, and it talks about all the things that you do in this life get revealed to you in the next.
Interesting. Okay. Now we're going to go more pop culture. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, As most pageant girls, it really is Wizard of Oz. But it was, so it's been a long-standing, I'm in love with Glinda, and yes, I do have her crown.
Yeah, I'm actually looking to see if I got it sitting on I've got it somewhere over here.
Oh, yes.
But, I might have a few DVDs laying around. Actually, you can find it now on Blu-ray for like $5 if you really look.
It's such a wonderful movie.
The Blu-ray is unbelievable.
It's a wonderful book.
Great. Yeah, and I actually read the book just recently.
Oh.
They changed it a little bit.
They did.
I'm just telling you, there are no songs in the book. Favorite TV show?
Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith, good pick.
I am a classic, just like it says.
Okay.
I love all the old classic. I don't mind watching I Love Lucy a million times. Andy Griffith, all the oldies.
Let's see. I can't do it that much, and I can't because copyright law. I'll get in trouble. But yeah, I love that. Now, are you a Don Knotts or an Andy Griffith?
I'm an Andy Griffith.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Andy Griffith. Yes.
Yeah, Don Knotts used to crack me up, but Andy was the one.
I love the straight man.
Absolutely.
But he's just that dry sense of humor.
Favorite musical act?
Favorite musical act? I see them anytime I can, and it's called Straight No Chaser. They're a group of
acapella. Yes, and they had a great Christmas album, and they have a PBS special each year around Christmas.
Yes, they're awesome.
They are very good.
Wonderful to watch. Yes.
I think Indiana is where they come from.
Indiana University.
Yeah, I know nothing of them.
Yeah. Michael Luganville.
Great pick. Awesome. Great pick. All right, and now the last of the favorite 5, your favorite fictional character.
So how is that different from my fictional character of Glinda that I love?
Well, that could be the same.
It is, because that's the fictional character. That's why I love Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good one. Yeah. That's a good one. Now, have you seen Wicked?
I have not.
Yeah, that's one of my blind spots as well.
To Chicago.
They need to make this into a movie already. I keep hearing about it. I'm like, make the movie.
And Kristen Chenoweth should do it.
Absolutely.
I mean, everybody wants to see her, but nobody.
They're gonna end up making that movie after she can do it anymore. You know, and she'll age out.
Hope not.
Absolutely. What type of appearances are you doing? Are you planning?
I do many appearances to be able to promote again the P's, my pageant, my passions, and the positive image of women. So I do have. The events where you go and you just make an appearance that you're helping to promote
one of those items.
Right. So I try to do an appearance every 2 weeks. It's really important that people see you out there really promoting everything that you believe in. What
would you want our viewers to know about you and your year in service?
What I want them to know, besides the P's that we continue to talk about, is anytime anyone enters a pageant, I want them to know, don't forget about the fun. Don't forget about how much joy that you get just by being there and gaining those friendships that you do within the pageant. That's what I really want them to know, is to really enjoy it, because it's an enjoyable experience no matter how it turns out. It's a learning experience, and it's a wonderful adventure.
Fantastic words of advice. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you for coming on the show. Now, one of the things we like to do at the end of the show is to give our best pageant wave. Great. I'm going to basically watch yours and critique it, and I'm not going to wave at all.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. That's a classic. That's the classic right there. You've been working on that a while. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Thanks everybody, and Tierra Dreams. PageantCast.